The jungle had changed. Jake could feel it. Moments ago, it was silent. Now, it felt alive again, but not in a comforting way. More like something had just woken up. Jake still held the small surveillance camera in his hand. Its red light blinked slowly, recording, watching, tracking. Miguel stepped closer, his voice low and tense. "We need to leave. Now." Jake shook his head. Not yet. He turned back toward the ruins. If someone had placed cameras here, then this wasn't just an ancient site. It was protected, guarded. Jake carefully stepped further onto the riverbank. The mud beneath his boots felt soft, too soft. Miguel suddenly shouted, "Jake, don't move!" Jake froze. "What?" Miguel pointed down. Jake slowly looked at his feet. Half buried in the mud was a thin wire, almost invisible. Jake's heart skipped. "A trap," Miguel whispered. Jake carefully lifted his foot back, slowly, carefully. But the moment his boot moved, click! The sound was small, but in the silent jungle, it sounded like thunder. Both men froze. For a second, nothing happened. Then, a loud snap echoed from the trees. Something moved fast, too fast. A heavy wooden spike shot out from the jungle side. Slam! It struck the ground right where Jake had been standing. Jake stumbled back, breathing hard. What the hell was that? Miguel's face had gone pale. "Not ancient," he said. Jake looked at the trap again. Fresh wood, new rope, recently built. Jake's voice dropped. "This place isn't just protected, it's actively guarded." Miguel looked around nervously. "We're not supposed to be here." Jake turned slowly toward the jungle, and for a brief second, he saw them again. Not one shadow this time. More, multiple figures, watching from deep within the trees. Then, they disappeared, like ghosts. Jake whispered, "They're getting closer."
The jungle no longer felt empty. It felt crowded. Jake's heart was pounding. Every instinct in his body was screaming, "Leave, now." Miguel grabbed Jake's arm. "We have to go," he said urgently. Jake hesitated, then looked back at the ruins one last time. Something caught his eye. Near the base of the structure, half hidden under vines, was something familiar. Jake moved closer, ignoring Miguel's warnings. "Jake, don't!" But Jake was already there. He pulled the vines aside and froze. A backpack. Dirty, torn, but recognizable. Jake's voice dropped to a whisper. "Elena." He opened the bag quickly. Inside, a notebook, water damaged, but still readable. Jake flipped through the pages, symbols, drawings of the ruins, and one final message written in a hurry. Jake read it out loud. "They are not protecting the ruins." Miguel stepped closer. "What does it say?" Jake swallowed, then continued. "They are protecting what's inside." A deep silence followed. Then, a sound. Behind them, footsteps, slow, deliberate. Jake turned. Miguel turned. From the trees, figures began to emerge, not hiding anymore, watching them openly now. Jake's voice dropped. "We need to go." Miguel didn't move. His eyes were locked on something behind Jake. Jake turned again and saw it. At the center of the ruins, a massive stone doorway, slowly opening. A deep rumbling sound echoed through the jungle. Dust fell from the ancient stones. Darkness revealed inside. Something waking up. The figures in the jungle stopped moving. Even they seemed afraid. Jake whispered, "What is that?" No one answered, and from inside the darkness, something moved.